Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. It is Friday. Thought I'd start my weekend vlog a day early since it's almost the weekend. That's actually the weekend for Doug because he is off today. It's his every other Friday off. I only have one little guy today. So we are taking off and running a whole bunch of errands. We have to, what do we have to do first? Drop off some papers at my doctor. I had my physical the other night, and with our medical insurance, if I have my doctor fill out a biometrics form and submit it, we get, for each person that does it, we get an extra $100 in our health savings account. So that's a free $100. I'll take it. So I had to drop that off because I forgot it the other night. Then from there, Doug has a dermatologist appointment. Should not take long. He has a little suspicious area that they need to check. Then after that, we have to run to Target. I have a baby shower to go to tomorrow, and I ordered the gift online. So I have to go pick that up. And I also have to pick up a pack of diapers for that shower. So we'll do that at Target. I have to go to Walmart and pick up my prescriptions. And what else? What's after Target? Or Walmart? Church. I have to go to church and pick up my... Doug and I are starting a Bible study. Church is having a Bible study for 24 weeks on the book of Matthew. So we got to pick that up. Then we got to go to Home Depot, make a return, and then to the nursery to get our plants and go home and plant them. So it's going to be a really busy morning, and I'll probably forget to pick up the camera wherever I am. So just wanted to let you know what we're doing. Oh my goodness, I fell in love with this purse. This is like perfect. This is so me for the summer. But then when I saw the strap, nope, not even close. I was hoping the strap was this. Bummer. Okay, done. Got the walker, got the diapers. These are, what are they? Millie Moon diapers. I asked my niece what the best diapers were. And by best, I mean fragrance-free, lotion-free, chemical-free, all that stuff. Babies don't need that crap on their butts. And some of the worst offenders of that are the big name brands that everybody uses. So she told me these Millie Moon are the absolute best. It's what she uses. So I got a case of the Millie Moons. I bought a size 4 because everybody's going to be buying her diapers for now. So this way she has them for later. Bo is not happy. We're going to get him out of the car because he stayed in the car with Doug when I ran in all the places. So now we're going to take him out of the car at Home Depot because he needs to stretch his little legs. So I'm going to run in there, and then we are going to go to the nursery. Okay, we are done all of the mundane errands. Stopped at church and picked up the books. This is the book we're using. Matthew, the King and His Kingdom by Jeff Cavins and Sarah Christmeyer. It is by Great Adventure Press. They're the ones who I listened to the Bible in a year with Father Michael Schmitz, and it was the Great Adventure Bible. So these are great series. Last year's Bible study Doug and I did not do. It just did not mesh with our time. We had way too many things scheduled already when the Bible study was, and it was about the book of Revelation. They said it was wonderful. So we're excited to do Matthew. It starts next week, and it's 24 weeks, but I think we may take a break during July and August. I certainly hope so, because it's on Mondays, and you know that's our shore day. If so, not a big deal. We're usually home by then. We'll just be rolling up to Bible study in our bathing suits.
Change your clothes.
Yeah, we'll bring a change of clothes. I mean, seriously, it may be like, go to the shore, get changed at the shore, stop and eat at the diner on the way home, and then go to Bible study. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I am hoping, though, that we take a break in the summer. So we're excited about that. I hear it is very, very good. And it's a really nice book. It's like a workbook, and it's also a video series. So, like, how it'll work is we'll watch the video and read the chapter on our own, and then we go over it as a group, and there's a lot of us in this Bible study. So one of the deacons, Deacon Phil from our church, is putting on the Bible study. So who knows, maybe when Doug is an ordained deacon, he'll be doing a Bible study wherever he is assigned. So often the fun errand now, which is the nursery. So I will try to get some film, trying to keep a toddler under control and film at the same time. It's been raining here for days. It is beautiful and bright and sunny today, so that is wonderful. But we did bring our boots just in case it is muddy at the nursery, so we're going to change into our boots before we start trekking around the greenhouses. So I will show you what Michael's nursery looks like. It is a small little independently owned nursery, and he has beautiful, beautiful, healthy plants. We've had great success with them, and I got to tell you, for me, and I know all you seasoned gardeners are clutching your pearls, but I just can't start from seed myself. The amount of equipment we would need to buy with the grow lights and the heat mats and all that, it is just not worth it to me. Plus taking up all that room in my house. Plus, I have little fingers. I wouldn't keep them in the basement. I would definitely want them upstairs, and the little fingers would be in them constantly. I have one plant stand in my kitchen, and between the cat and the little fingers, it's a fight every day. So I just like to buy starts. That is how we've had the most success, and that is what I will keep doing. I know, not a real gardener, I guess, but it's all good. So I will show you what the nursery looks like in just a few. Okay, we are here at our little local nursery. This place actually is a florist too. They do amazing wedding work. They have a Facebook page, and I just love looking at all of it. So we're gonna go in, and I'm going to try to avoid the flowers because I just kill them, and just look at the veggies. Okay, we are in the pepper house. I just left the herb house. I wasn't thrilled with the way the herbs looked. They were very overgrown. Guess we should have done it by now, but we're gonna go somewhere else for that. But these are so many variety of peppers. But we are going to just stick with the better bell green. We've had really good luck with those in the past, so that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, moving on to the beans. Bo, get up, please. Oh my gosh, seriously? I cannot keep him on his feet. So we're moving on to the beans. These are what we like. These are the Blue Lake bush beans. Then we have eggplant here. We like the classic eggplant. We're gonna get some of those. And then I'll go down there and see what's growing down there. Okay, moving on to the cucumbers. These are the cucumbers I like. The burpless. And then where are the other ones that we like? The bush pickle cucumbers. So that, and we're gonna get a bunch of those. He is still down on the ground. I don't even know what to do with him. And here is the zucchini. We're gonna get a bunch of that. And here is my favorite house, the tomato house. This is what I love. I'm totally giving up and just letting him sit on the ground and play in the mulch. That's what soap and water's for, right? So far, here we are. Doug is contemplating his tomatoes. And so we begin. Doug has his garden plan. So here we go. So the potatoes that we mounded are already, I don't know if you can see that. I know our soil's horrible. It's so rocky. Potatoes are already coming back up again. So that is excellent, excellent, excellent. And if you can see right there, here come our onions. So very exciting. There's all the plants lined up, ready to go in. And there's still some on the step and in the house too. So very exciting. So he's out here doing this. I'm trying to clean up the house. I'm going to try to come out and help him, but Bo's in there not sleeping. The girls are all having a good old time running around, enjoying themselves. And I went and got all the eggs, got a nice 14 of them so far today. So, and there, look at her. Look at her, thinking she's like queen of the hill. Get down. Always something. Right, Mrs. Hughes? Mrs. Hughes? Hey, Hughesy. We love Mrs. Hughes. Oh my, look at the size of that egg. That girl, she deserves a medal. Okay, Doug is putting the last of the plants in. He is putting the lettuce in. We've got everything else in. We got our beans, we've got our tomatoes, we've got our zucchini, our peppers, everything. The girls have been out this whole time just absolutely enjoying themselves. So I am gonna go in and get dinner started because I just realized I didn't eat any lunch and I am very hungry. So that's what I'm gonna do. So all we have left to do now is put all these irrigation hoses back in where we want them. I sat down to dinner, and dinner tonight is tacos. I have 2 hard shells with lettuce, tomato, little bit of guacamole, little bit of sour cream, little bit of meat, cheese, and taco sauce. Well, friends, I am calling it a night. I wanted to go out there when Doug had all the hoses laid and just do one more quick little film, but I didn't get out there because I was busy cleaning my house, because I didn't get to that this afternoon because we were so busy outside. And I was running back and forth to my brother's doing laundry. But good news, I ordered our washer and dryer today. Now, we don't know when we're going to be able to actually get it to the house because we have to wait for the insurance company. We have to wait for the laundry room to be pretty much gutted and repaired, but it's ordered. We ordered it from a local guy right in the next town over. There's a True Value store that's been there for like 8 million years. And they deal in appliances also. And I want the same washer and dryer that I've been using at my brother's. I really like it. So I went down there today and ordered it. So he's going to get it in and he's going to hold it for us. And when the day we're ready for it, he said, call him and he'll bring it right over. So that's fantastic. I love dealing with small businesses. Love it, love it, love it. I just wrapped up Madison's gift, and somewhere, the diapers are on the other side. I just put a big bow on the top of those. Didn't wrap the diapers, but wrapped the walker, put the book on top because the book is the card, and that's it. We are calling it a night. It's 9 o'clock. I really should work on my website, but I really don't want to. I just want to chill for the night because we have been moving all day. I think I'm going to get a nice shower and just crawl in bed, and I'm going to be honest with you, watch Phillies game. So I think that's what I'm going to do. My website will get done tomorrow. So say goodnight, Dougie.
Good night, Dougie.
I knew that was coming. He's so predictable. So my friends, that is it. I will see you all in the morning. The shower is at 10:30. I love it. I love that it's early because we'll be done and home. I don't know how I'm going to carry this big thing in, plus the big old case of diapers. Figure it out.
Hey, can I let her out yet? Yes.
Oh, I forgot. We locked the cat in Andrew's room because trying to wrap this with the cat was not fun. She kept, Christmas ought to be fun. So we locked her in Andrew's room. But anyway, that is it. I'll see y'all in the morning. Good Saturday morning, friends. It is Saturday morning and I am up and working in the kitchen. Shocker, right? We have pinochle tonight at our house and we are having chicken Italiano sandwiches, macaroni salad, and I think some German potato salad. But I wanted to get the macaroni salad made before I go to the shower. So that is what I am working on right now. I made a jar of mayo this morning because we'll need a lot of that for the macaroni salad. So I made that because we were out, and I have the chicken thawing. I have the macaroni salad started, and I am watching the coronation. I love that kind of stuff. I love all the pomp and circumstance. I just think it's awesome, and I won't tell you where I stand on the whole Prince Harry thing. I won't tell you where I stand on that. But I am enjoying watching that while I am working in the kitchen. I don't have a whole lot more time because I need to get ready for the baby shower. So I will link my macaroni salad recipe below. The one I have on my website does not have, it's very, 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 very basic because that's how we like it. It does not have homemade mayonnaise in it. It just has like light mayonnaise or something. But I make the homemade to put in there. So, because we don't really buy mayonnaise anymore. So I am going to get started on that. I'm not sure about breakfast. I don't know what they're going to have at the shower. I know it's not being catered, so I'm not sure food-wise what they're going to have. Maybe they're just going to have like a continental breakfast. I don't know. So I'm back and forth whether I should eat or not. I probably won't because I'm not going to starve to death even if I'm hungry. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll throw a Lara bar in my pocketbook or something. Because when I leave there, I have to run to, I am not making buns today. I just do not have time to make buns for the sandwiches. So I'm going to run to Aldi and buy the brioche buns there that we like. Because I just honestly ran out of time. So that's that. I'm going to get back to the coronation and back to my macaroni salad. Hey friends, it's been a hot minute. I am on my way home from the shower. It was a long one. Somebody just pulled right out in front of me. Holy Hannah. It was a long one. She was very, very slow opening her gifts. Very, very slow. But it was very nice. This was my bestie's daughter-in-law. We had a good time. Got to see some people I haven't seen in a while and chat with them. I was going to whip my phone out and take a picture or a video of my food, but I didn't. They had little sandwiches, like on the little dinner rolls. I had a roast beef and cheese sandwich. I had about 2 tablespoons of potato salad. That was it. I had about 2 tablespoons of pasta salad, a couple olives, couple pickles, bunch of fruit, and then I had the smallest piece of cake known to man. I looked for the smallest one I could find and then cut it in half. So it was about 2 bites. And that was perfect. That's all I needed. I wanted a little something sweet, and everybody kept saying about the girl that made the cake also made this couple's wedding cake, and they just kept saying how amazing it was, how amazing it was. So I'm like, I gotta taste this cake. So I had a 2-bite piece of cake, and that was just enough. It was very good. So that was that. Drank water, and what else? That was pretty much it. Now I stopped at Aldi on the way home because the shower was actually right near Aldi, and got another watermelon because watermelon. So did that. Now I'm just heading home to see what needs to be done. I made the macaroni salad this morning. I'm going to make some German potato salad, I think, and get the chicken marinating. And then just kind of do whatever I need to do around the house until it's time to play Pinochle tonight. Doug will grill the chicken at Pinochle time. And easy peasy dinner because everything's made ahead of time. So these are really, I like these kind of dinners. And it is so incredibly gorgeous here today. It says it's 73, but it is definitely warmer. The real feel is warmer than 73. I'm actually very hot in this sweater. So that's that. I will, I don't know. It's going to be a boring weekend for you guys watching, I can tell you that, because not a whole lot going on. Not a whole lot to film. So I will be back in a bit. Okay, I am home. I am changed into just scrubby clothes and starting in the kitchen. I'll show you what I'm doing. I've got my potatoes in the pot so they can boil and get cooked. I've got bacon going. This is for the German potato salad. German potato salad is served warm. There's no mayonnaise in it. It is a bacon grease, really, dressing on it. So that's cooking. And what else? Getting ready to cut a watermelon. Cleaned up all the chicken. That's marinating. And I am watching the track and field championships from the Mount. Every once in a while, I get a little glimpse of my boy. He is in one of these blue shirts. There he is right there. He is volunteering doing the blocks since he's not able to run. So I'm enjoying watching those. So glad they're on ESPN and I can see them. I'm going to get back to my potato salad. Good morning, friends. Bad vlogger. Yesterday, we got so busy, I completely forgot about picking up the camera. I got all the food made, and then we kind of just sat and waited for, and watched the track meet, and waited for everybody to get here for cards. So they got here, we played cards. I had every intention of picking up the camera and never did. We had a good night playing cards. We keep joking that, like, who's the common denominator for the losing team? Like, is it Doug? Is it me? Who's the common denominator? Who always loses no matter what team they're on? Last night, we determined that there is no common denominator for the losing team. There's a common denominator for the winning team, and it's my sister-in-law. She wins every week. Doesn't matter who her partner is. She wins every week. We took 3 out of 5 last night, my sister-in-law and I. Probably should have taken 4, but got a little crazy on the bidding. So we had a really good time, but like I said, I just completely... So it is very early on Sunday morning. We have breakfast at church this morning, so Doug and Andrew have to be there by 7. I am going to go have breakfast before I go to 9:30 Mass. I want to go to 9:30 because one of my graduated littles is making his first Holy Communion at 9:30 Mass this morning. So I want to see him do that. Plus, I also have a ministry. I am an extraordinary minister of the Eucharist today, so at 9:30. So Andrew will go at 7:30 while Doug's setting up the omelet station. Then Doug will go over at 9:30. There's always... Breakfast is busiest after the Masses, so he'll be able to sneak over and go to 9:30 Mass and then run right back. So it all works out. What else? I am making some sun tea right now. I'll show you how I do that. So easy and simple. Let me turn you around. So what I do is my favorite loose tea, whatever I want to do. I like for sun tea, like really flavored teas, like berry teas or, like some kind of really flavored green tea. I have this Key West tea that Denise gave me, and it is so good as sun tea. So in my half-gallon jar, I just put 5 grams of it, and then I just fill it with filtered water and set it out in the sun for hours, and then strain it off, and it is absolutely delicious. I just drink it unsweetened, and oh my goodness, it is so, so good. So that's what I've got going now. I had an extra jar of sourdough. Andrew, one of the teachers he works with, wants sourdough. So I got it all ready yesterday and fed it yesterday morning, and Andrew was supposed to take it yesterday. He had to, hang on a second, let me turn you around. He actually had to work a baseball game yesterday. There has to be a staff member at every baseball game. So there's a staff member there, and it can't be the coach. To sign off on the umpire cards and just be a presence in case there's any issues with any of the kids or whatever. And it's a paid gig. So they asked Andrew last week, they're like, hey, Stets, what are you doing on Saturday? You want to work the game? So he's like, yeah, sure, I'm not doing anything. So he did that. And actually, the other teacher was going just to watch the game. So I don't know why she didn't take the gig. I guess that way she wasn't locked in. I don't know. But anyway, he was supposed to take the sourdough to her, and he forgot. So she's so funny. She's a really young teacher. Actually, she was her first year teaching. Andrew was in 7th grade, but he didn't go to the junior high at the high school. But she actually was a teacher she was her first year teacher to kids that were actually in the school when she was in the school. It's hard to explain. But anyway, she's young. She's a lot of fun. And she's so funny. She's like, Mama Stets. I want you to give me cooking lessons. I want to learn how to cook. She wants sourdough. I love her to death, but we'll see how she makes out with it. I'm just not sure she can keep it alive. She's a very busy young lady, but we'll see. She might surprise me. But I told her I would give her cooking lessons absolutely anytime she wants. So I have a feeling she's headed towards an engagement soon and needs to learn some skills. So we'll see, but she's a sweetheart. We love her so much. But that's about it. Oh, another party heard from.
Good morning. Good morning, friends.
We've already done our chicken chores and everything. Today is eviction day. We are evicting the meat birds. They are about a week overdue, but the weather here has not been conducive to putting them outside. But we are today. We need to modify our setup a little bit because I'm just a little afraid. No one has seen the fox for weeks. I'm just afraid. So we're going to try to make our meat bird setup a little bit more secure than it has been in the past. Because just because we haven't had issues in the past doesn't mean we will. So we're going to try to secure it a little bit better. We've been having one little egg layer who has been dropping an egg from the roosting bars at night. And it's been cracking. My chickens do not peck or eat their eggs unless there's a broken egg in the coop. And of course they're going to go after it. Well, she's been dropping. She's our little special needs chicken. She's been dropping an egg from the roosting bar at night. So of course it hits the ground, then it cracks. Or they all jump down off the roosting bar and jump on it, not seeing it. We're not sure what, but they've been going after it. So I've been losing like an egg a day. And it's one of my pretty blue ones. So, a little bummed about that. Not sure what we can do about that, but... So we already took care of the outside birds, the inside birds, and now he's getting ready to leave, and I'm getting ready to get in the shower, because I want to be over at church by just a little after 8. So, I will show you my breakfast when I eat it. I think I already know what I'm going to have. I think I'm going to have scrambled eggs with a tablespoon or 2 of cream chip beef on top of them, and some bacon, and maybe 1 piece of toast. I think that will be my breakfast this morning. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll have an omelet instead. I don't know if I'm feeling an omelet. So, we'll have to just wait and see what the mood strikes. But for now, I need to go shower and make myself church presentable. Okay, men don't listen too well. I asked for scrambled eggs with a tablespoon of cream chip beef on it. That's way more than a tablespoon, so I'll just push most of it aside and just keep a little bit of it. And I have a little bit of bacon and a piece of toast and a cup of tea. The calm after the storm. It was crazy when I got here, but now everything's a little bit calmer. Big crowd for breakfast, which is really nice. And these guys were so busy. This is the first I've already eaten my breakfast. This is the first time I've gotten to see them, so... Busy this morning? Good, we like that. And there's my handsome pancake and omelet maker. Looks like he's making a pancake right now. Chocolate chip pancake right now. So, oh, more custom. Okay, so the first thing I did was I took a half a cup of milk and I scalded it. And then it has to cool down to 105. It's at 106. Close enough for me. And then let's see what it says. Remove milk from heat, then add water. Oh, I did that already. I added 1 tablespoon of water and stir it and let it sit until it gets to be about 105. We did all that. Then it says stir in the yeast and a pinch of sugar. So there's a pinch of sugar and 1 teaspoon of yeast. And it says to stir it and let the yeast mixture bloom about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to let this sit here for about 5 minutes until that starts getting all nice and foamy and puffy. And in the meantime, I just heard my guys come in, so I will go say hi to them while we're waiting for this to bloom. Okay. So... it's bloomed. Can you see that on the camera. So that has bloomed. So let's read and see what we have to do here. Once the milk, okay, it should be foamy. To the milk and yeast mixture, stir in the butter and egg. So it is tablespoon of softened butter and 1 large egg beaten. So we are just going to stir that in. It says, don't worry if the butter doesn't melt all the way immediately. Egg is what makes brioche brioche. Okay, next it says, in a mini stand mixer. I don't have a mini stand mixer. I have a mega stand mixer. Fit it with the dough hook. Add the liquid ingredients and beat briefly to combine. So let's pull out the mixer. Okay, you can see my iPad. I'm watching track again, watching the finals today. Yesterday was the qualifiers. Today is the finals. So watching all of Adam's friends, and every once in a while I get a glimpse of Adam. He's really sad he's not racing, but it's definitely for the best. Okay, so we put the liquid mixture in there. We're just going to give that a little bit of a whirl around. And then we're going to get the flours, the salt, and the sugar and mix that together. Okay. Now let's get our flour, salt, and sugar and get this stuff combined. Okay, so in this bowl, I have a 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. And I am just going to whisk this together until it's combined. And then we are going to add it to the wet mixture in 2 batches while the mixer is running. Okay, so it is done mixing. So I am just going to gather it all. It is a little bit of a sticky dough, but not bad. I'm just going to gather it all. And this is a small batch, so that's why there's only a little bit. Just going to gather it up into a nice ball. It's a really beautiful dough. You don't have to put the whole wheat flour in. You can use all-purpose, but you just need to add a couple tablespoons more. Just going to put it in the oiled bowl. I'm going to cover it, put it in a warm place, and let it rise till doubled. It says 2 hours. That is like crazy in my world. Usually things only take 45 to an hour, but we'll check it after an hour, see what it looks like, and then go from there. And then I'm going to get ready and go outside and help Doug. But I really, really want to keep watching the track meet. We'll see. Okay, so I think what we decided to do, correct me if I'm wrong, Douglas, we're going to take the hospital coop, Laura's single girl condo that she no longer uses, and we are going to move it up there near the hoop coop. During the day, they'll be out in the hoop coop, and at night, we'll shoosh them into this coop. I don't know why my phone keeps doing this. And they'll be hanging out in the bottom. At night, they sleep. They don't need that much room because they do just lay down and sleep at night. But this will keep them safer just in case of predators, in case that fox decides to make its way back down our neck of the woods. I don't think it will, but I don't know. I just feel better. So we'll reinforce the bottom of this with hardwire cloth going into the ground so the fox or any predator can't dig under it and get to our birds. So that is the plan. We're just going to have to kind of see how it goes out. We're not going to put them up in the coop at night because the coop is super duper small and really only fits 2-3 birds comfortably. But they'll have plenty of room down in the bottom because, like I said, they'll just be laying around at night. Then they'll get the whole hoop coop during the day. Okay, the evacuation has begun. They are just not sure what to do out here in the sunshine and on the grass. They're about a week late getting out, but with the weather, we were just way too worried about putting them out last week. So they are acclimating, getting used to it, and all that grass is going to be gone really, really quickly. Okay, our dough is done rising. Look how beautiful that is. So we're going to punch it down really well, it says. Gather it up into a ball. And then weigh the dough and divide it by 4. So it is 440 grams. So that'll be 110 grams per roll. I like when math is easy. Almost there. Ta-da. Okay, 110 grams. So we're just going to take our dough, work it in our hands into a ball, and just use your fingers to keep pinching the underside. That's where your seam is going to be. Then we're going to just take it, roll it on the counter in your palm. And yes, I'm still watching the track meet to make, there we go, a beautiful, beautiful bun. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to do the rest of it. We're going to put it on a baking sheet, lightly covered with plastic, and let it rise again for an hour. This recipe takes time, but it's not a lot of hands-on time. It's just a lot of hurry up and wait. So I'm going to go get these other ones done, and I'll show you them on the baking sheet. Okay, there are our buns, and I am just going to loosely cover it with some plastic wrap and put them in a warm place and let them rise again for an hour. Then we will put the egg wash, the sesame seeds, and bake them. Okay, website is finally done. I need a virtual assistant. I do. I need somebody to do this stuff for me. So here's the buns. Way too big. Way too big. So next time I make them, if we like them and I make them again, that's very loud, Mr. Doug. I will, instead of doing 4, I will either do 5 or 6 because these are just too big. I have an egg yolk here, and I am just going to generously coat these with the egg yolk. And then I'm going to get some sesame seeds and sprinkle the sesame seeds on. But I'm a little disappointed that they're this big. I probably should have realized that they were going to be when I saw them. But that's okay. We'll just cut them down for dinner because our burgers are not going to be this big. I guess if you're making really, really big burgers, that would be okay. But next time, like I said, I will either do 5 or 6. If we like this recipe, we might not even like the recipe. I'm not sure how many points they are. I'll have to check it out, but I know they are 300 calories, I believe, 302, something like that. Okay. Now I'm just going to get my sesame seeds, sprinkle those on while these are wet, and then we are going to get them in the oven, 375 for about 16 to 19 minutes. They look beautiful, they're just too big. So live and learn. It's what happens when you make new recipes sometimes. Okay, these are going to go in the oven, 375 for 16 minutes. And then we will take a look. Oh my gosh, I am ready to cry. So I've been having trouble with my tripod. It's not broken, it just, like, this little part comes out. I went to take my phone out, the whole thing came off and fell on the buns and completely smashed them. These two are fine, so Andrew and Doug will have a nice bun. These two are completely smashed. Yeah, it's hard to tell on camera. See how deflated they are compared to the others? It's always something, isn't it? Well, after 2 days of nonstop watching track, I am so disappointed to say that the Mount did not win the championship. They lost by 18 points. Their relay that came in first was disqualified for a bad handoff, so there was points lost right there. And their best pole vaulter had a not good weekend. And I know they were counting on points for that, so they lost by 18 points. Adam is heartbroken. But that's okay, because you know what? How cool is it going to be to win his senior year? And they're going to come back even stronger. So, yeah, it's so disappointing. And the school that won is just, they're a huge school compared to all the other schools in the conference, and they do dominate. So it is what it is, but what are you going to do, right? It's only a game. But so anyway, they had a great showing. I don't think anybody thought they were going to come this close to them. So that's really good. But I need to go make these burgers because I have not eaten since 8 o'clock and I am really hungry. I will say they came out beautiful. These are the two that got smushed, and I actually like the way they look better because these are so big. The smushed ones actually are better size, but there we go. I will let you know how they taste when we have them for dinner tonight. The burgers are all made, and we just need to get them on the grill. Okay, here is the sun tea. It was outside in the sun all day. I cannot wait to drink it. This is so delicious. So what I do is I just put a little strainer on top of this jar, pour it in, strain it out, get all the tea leaves out and everything, stick it in the fridge, and it is good to go. Okay, just a little garden update. These beans have already grown since we put them in Friday. It is insane. I cannot believe how much they have grown. These are all a row of bush beans. And the zucchini have grown. Now, when we do zucchini, we actually stake our zucchini up. It's something that Doug saw on, or I saw on Pinterest, and showed it to Doug. And we've been doing it for 2 years. And we have had the best zucchini yields ever. If I can, I will link it below if I can find it and all that. And you can read about it. And then these high poles are going to have string going back and forth. And that is what the cucumbers will grow on. So looking good, looking good. So Doug is grilling the burgers and we are going to eat dinner. Okay, sitting down to dinner, and boy, am I hungry. 8 o'clock was a long time ago. I just was too busy to think about eating. I have my bun. I haven't tasted it yet. Has anybody taken a bite? Is it good?
It's very good.
Yeah, okay. I know that's 300 calories. I have to sit and figure everything out. I know I'll be fine. I've got lettuce. No, I don't. I have pickles, tomatoes, onion, ketchup, 1 piece of bacon and cheese on my burger. I have about, 2 tablespoons of potato salad and about a 1/4 cup of macaroni salad. And that is my dinner tonight. Future Monday morning Joni coming at you because, once again, I forget things. On our anniversary weekend vlog, so many of you were like, I cannot believe you didn't put a wedding picture in. I forgot. So, I'm going to put a wedding picture in right after this clip. Right? I'll do it right now before I forget. And someone else asked about, I mentioned the Bewitched cookbook, and someone asked about it, and I said I would show it. So there it is. The Bewitched cookbook, Magic in the Kitchen. There's a lot of funny things in here if you've ever watched the show, and it's a fun cookbook. I haven't made anything out of it, but it's a really fun book to just read. So I'll have to make something out of it one of these days. I should do a series on that. That would be fun. Cooking from my collection of TV, movie, video, book cookbooks. I have to think about that one. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled program. Well, friends, I am calling it a night. We just got done filming our tag for Tuesday, looking pretty rough, if you ask me.
Yeah.
We got a little punchy. I'm warning you now. Got a little R-rated.
No, we're clean. TG.
Implied. Tim. It's the Deacon Man.
Gotta have some fun.
At my expense. Really wasn't at my expense. Anyway, I am calling it a night. Dinner is done and cleaned up. The house is all reset for tomorrow and the babies. And now we are just... Phillies game's over. They won. The Sixers game, holy moly.
That was close.
Oh my gosh, it gave me agita. As did Adam's track meet. Did I mention?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Did I don't remember if I told you. If I told you, I'm sorry, I'm telling you again. They lost the championship by 18 points. They came in second by 18 points. Their pole vaulter was not on point today, and their, was it the 4x4 or 4x1? 4x4? 4x4 relay was disqualified, and they came in first. So, tough loss for the Mount today. But, you know what? So proud. They did so good. And guess what? We'll get them next year. You know what? I remember saying that. So, I did tell you already. So, ignore that. Anyway, I'm done. I'm calling it. I will see you all tomorrow for a Tuesday tag. So, see you then.